Hello from Max TV. Get ready for some truly wild action. You're about to witness rare and insane animal battles, fights, and clashes caught on camera. These are not staged scenes, but real struggles for survival, territory, and dominance. Incredible moments await you, hard to predict and impossible to forget. This is nature in its rawest and most thrilling form. Let's begin. Before eating their prey, orcas love to play with it. This time the birds were unlucky. Although one managed to hide near the pier in time, the other wasn't so fortunate. In this clip, a wild cat attacked some domestic geese, but the birds were lucky. A dog named Poppy showed up just in time and saved the goose from certain death. A brave dog attacked a flock of geese. That last one couldn't escape and was attacked. But the goose was clever. It played dead, and once the dog left, it got up and ran away unharmed. Did you know killer whales teach their young to hunt? Here's a vivid example. They played with a seal on the ice for a while before finally grabbing it in their jaws. People heard a lot of commotion in a tree, quickly turned on a camera, and started filming an eagle attacking a gray heron's nest. The eagle went for a fairly large chick, and to the viewer's amazement, the predator simply grabbed it with its claws and flew off. Right in front of some tourists, a hyena approached a resting leopard. Surprisingly, hyenas usually avoid leopards, but this time the leopard attacked. After a brief scuffle, the big cat realized this opponent was too tough and backed off. An antelope hid from a lion in a swamp and defended itself as best it could. But when the lion saw an approaching crocodile, he knew he had to act fast. The lions managed to pull the antelope out just in time, and the croc didn't make it. A lone giraffe was calmly walking through the African savannah when suddenly two lionesses crept up and attacked. The giraffe entered berserk mode and began fleeing while kicking out with its hooves. But just look at how aggressively the lionesses behave. They leap at the giraffe despite the fact that one kick could end them. The bold lionesses didn't give up, and in the end, they managed to bring down the giant. The migration path of deer is always full of dangers, and the main one is wolves. Predators must seize their chance while the deer pass through their territory, and here, one wolf decides to attack an entire herd until it singles out the weakest one. A young calf quickly strays away, and now the wolf clearly sees and understands its target. The predator is definitely faster at full speed. It starts gradually closing in on its prey. That's it, the wolf wins. A naive deer thought it could escape a bear in the water. But the tactic didn't work, and the happy bear carries its prey off into the forest. Now a moment from a fishing trip. A frog tried to dodge a turtle but almost landed in the mouth of a bass. While climbing this slope, a zebra sensed something and quickly turned off. A second one followed, but soon it became clear the smallest was attacked by two cheetahs. They probably could have taken it down easily, but adult zebras rushed to help. After a painful kick from a hoofed defender, the cheetahs quickly backed off. A foolish buffalo decided to cool off in the river and maybe even do some fishing. But his break didn't last long. A large crocodile bit onto his tail. The buffalo somehow managed to escape. Not sure what kind of cat this is, looks like a very skinny lynx, but it tried to hunt two squirrels. Catching squirrels in a tree is tough, so one quickly escaped and the other was just out of reach. This seagull found a small stingray on the beach and was about to swallow it, but it thought for too long. Out of nowhere, a bold hawk appeared and flew off with the stingray. Chasing it was pointless. Near its home, a dog was attacked by a massive leopard. It seemed like there was no hope, but something startled the leopard, and the dog survived. Now this is a funny fight between two little fish. Each has its own burrow, and they take turns furiously tossing sand at each other. A cheeky jackal attacked a baby impala, but its mother was right there and managed to scare off the predator. Unfortunately, she couldn't protect the baby for long. A baboon had been watching the whole time, and rescuing the baby from the angry monkey was impossible. Tourists captured footage of a lioness chasing and attacking an African wild dog, but the dog got lucky. The lioness got spooked by people and ran away. A cat had been waiting for just the right moment to attack some pigeons on the roof. Finally, it pounced. Feathers flew everywhere, but it couldn't hold on to the bird. Here's a battle between a pack of Ethiopian wolves and two African honey badgers. The wolves clearly didn't know that honey badgers are the most fearless and resilient predators, unafraid of even lions. Despite being bitten multiple times, the honey badgers bravely fought off every attack. Soon, the wolves gave up. Every fisherman dreams of witnessing a moment like this in real life at least once. Here's the sneaky pelican's tactic. It's unclear how such a clumsy bird managed to steal a fish from an osprey, but the theft was successful. On an African road, curious lionesses found a vulture being strangled by a snake. The snake was tough. It was both squeezing the bird and defending itself from the lions. At some point, the black mamba realized it couldn't fight on two fronts, so it let the vulture go and escaped. So the lions accidentally saved the bird. The cuttlefish is an interesting sea predator with an unusual hunting strategy. When it finds a crab, it literally hypnotizes it, making the prey unable to move or flee. Then, at just the right moment, it strikes with lightning speed. Although the river is very long, a stubborn elephant just had to quench his thirst exactly where a hippo mom was resting with her baby. A small skirmish broke out between them, but the elephant calmed down quickly. At night, a jaguar sneaked into a village and picked the perfect ambush spot. The dog ran straight into its claws. A successful hunt. A pack of stray dogs attacked a cat, but a woman walking by decided to step in. Her shout scared off the foolish dogs and saved the cat, which immediately escaped to a tree. Just look at what a rabid fox can do. It fearlessly charges at two large dogs which are completely panicked and don't know how to react. Two wolves attacked a young yak. This wasn't a calf, and taking it down wouldn't be easy. Lucky for the yak, its companions rushed in to help, and they all ran back toward their herd. This time, the wolves failed. Here, a bald eagle attacks a clever duck that keeps on diving to avoid capture. At one point, the eagle managed to grab it but couldn't lift off with such heavy prey, so it flew away empty-handed. A hyena attacked a large herd of wildebeest at a watering hole and caught the smallest one in its jaws. For a leopard or lion, finishing the job would have been easy, but the cowardly hyena let the prey go. People were filming as two cats tried their luck fishing near a local koi pond. The fishing turned out to be quite successful. A hornbill predator perched on a branch near some bird's nest, which means the chicks inside were doomed. The hornbill quickly grabs and flies off with one bird, but it'll surely return to finish off the rest. And here's what happens when your dogs spot a skunk. Holding them back will be nearly impossible. A person filming turned on the camera just in time to capture the full chase and attack of a tiger on a young deer. This careless bird should have been more alert. In the slow motion footage, you can clearly see a cat taking its chance. After being released into the wild post-treatment, a rhino was extremely aggressive and tried to charge an elephant and its rider. Both were probably shocked, but no one was harmed. Right near a house, a hawk attacked a family of Canadian geese, but after experiencing the full force of motherly rage, it barely managed to fly away. Check out what this man did. He rescued a duck caught in a hawk's grip. As an apology to the hungry predator, he offered it a treat. To survive in this desert, a lizard has to hunt flies that gather by the hundreds near a dried-up swamp. The lizard is pretty good at catching them with its sticky tongue. But most importantly, it has to fend off other competitors from its feeding spot. A herd of zebras decided to cross a crocodile-infested river. The bravest one stepped in first, or maybe it just wanted to sacrifice itself, but dozens of crocodiles quickly pounced. The rest immediately reconsidered crossing the dangerous river. Five wolves attacked a large Central Asian shepherd dog, or alibi, at night, but as you can see, he fended off every attack with ease. After each wolf got its own personal bite, they decided to retreat. In an Indian forest, a tiger stalked and chased a wild boar. The chase didn't last long. The prey was quickly taken down. Another lion attack on a newborn buffalo calf. The mother buffalo was right there, but the lions kept circling and attacking. She did a great job protecting her baby, and once the rest of the herd arrived, the lions had no chance. At night, 3 wolves surrounded a tethered dog. The dog barked and lunged, and for some reason, the wolves decided not to attack. They simply turned and left. African wild dogs were walking down the road with their pups, but where there's prey, predators are nearby. One lost pup quickly became lion food. A snake spotted a rat under the roof and struck successfully. Hanging from the roof with prey is hard, so the snake fell to the ground and quickly swallowed its meal. A monitor lizard chased a deer into some body of water but didn't wait for it to come out. It attacked right in the water. There was no escape from the jaws of this massive reptile. A huge herd of wildebeest was crossing the river, but a fat crocodile had already crept up. The antelope sensed danger, and the craftiest one made a run for it, but the croc grabbed its leg and dragged it into the depths. A man stopped to watch as a hawk attacked a seagull right on the road. There's no escape from those talons. In this moment, hyenas attacked an elephant mother, seeing her calf as easy prey. Of course, the mother fiercely defended her young and fought off every attack. And luckily, the rest of the herd came calling at her calls for help. The elephants surrounded the calf with their massive bodies, leaving the hyenas with no chance. Two leopards got into a fight on a dry tree branch. The loser simply fell off. An Australian woman couldn't hold her dogs back and they went after a kangaroo. The kangaroo immediately showed it could defend itself, and the dogs eventually listened to their owner and backed off. In India, 2 bulls started fighting right in the middle of the street. People tried to calm them down by spraying water. No luck. Then they used sticks. Still no result. No one knows how that brawl ended. Not sure what the coyotes were hoping for, but they attacked 2 domestic dogs. The owner just sat there filming the whole standoff, and the cowardly coyotes clearly failed in their attack. Even though the dogs weren't a fighting breed, after a single command, they quickly taught one of the coyotes a lesson.
When he stops, shoot him.
And here's a dramatic lion attack on a foolish zebra that strayed too far from its herd and decided to graze alone. Now here are a few beautiful eagle attacks you absolutely must see. In this moment, a camel decided to challenge an Arabian stallion and quickly paid the price with a hoof to the jaw. Yet another buffalo calf successfully defended from lions. The predators got nothing. During a drought, a large crocodile was unlucky enough to end up in a swamp full of hippos. To escape, the croc had to literally crawl over the hippos' backs, and any wrong move could be its last. Somehow, it made it through unharmed. A rabid fox attacked a house cat, but the cat turned out to be a fighter and stood its ground. The fox screamed a bit more, then just ran off. Security cameras caught a black panther hunting a cat at night. The panther managed to grab it, but a barking dog scared it off. Whether the cat survived is unclear. Next is an epic attack by a hungry leopard that snuck up on two hornbills. Then it made a bold aerial strike and grabbed one of the birds right out of the air. But to the surprise of the safari watchers, the feathered animal somehow managed to break free and escape to safety. People filmed from a drone as a shark chased a stingray in the river. In such clear water, hiding from a toothy predator isn't easy. So the stingray used a clever tactic. It stirred up the water and swam off in the other direction at the right moment. A dog that strayed from its owners ended up in the deadly grasp of a leopard. But the dog got lucky, people scared off the predator, and that's the only reason it survived. A marten bursts into a chicken coop, and it's clear someone's going to have a bad day. Unfortunately, the white hen wasn't so lucky. There's little hope for her now. A hunter filmed as a wild lynx attacked his turkey decoy. The lynx was probably very confused. A great white shark went after seals near the rocks, but this time the seals weren't having it. They gathered in a large group and started chasing the shark. The toothy predator clearly got scared and swam away. A falcon snatched a chick from a stork. The mother flew after it, but came back alone. A group of lionesses successfully attacked and brought down a large buffalo, but this time, a fellow buffalo came to the rescue. In this sad moment, a baby buffalo was attacked by monitor lizards. Strangely, the mother buffalo just stood and watched. The baby didn't get the help it needed. A tiger decided to attack a herd of gars and even managed to latch onto the back legs of a large bull. But as soon as the gar turned around and pointed its horns at the tiger, the big cat immediately gave up on the attack. A small white weasel attacked a similarly white rabbit in the forest. The rabbit knew it had to run toward humans, and that's the only way it managed to shake off the vicious little beast. Here's how 2 trained service dogs dealt with a pack of 10 clueless strays. The strays had no plans. The fearless trained dogs scattered them in no time. A hornet tried to steal a bee, but it was too slow and misjudged its strength. The bees swarmed and destroyed it. A leopard stuck its curious head into a burrow, but wasn't expecting a huge warthog to leap out. When the adult pig ran off, the clever cat went back in and dragged out a piglet. Visitors were shocked when a peacock somehow flew into the panda enclosure. The panda was clearly not happy with the uninvited guest, and a fight broke out. Soon after, staff managed to save the poor, barely surviving peacock. A snake caught the attention of some house cats and bit the most curious one. Hopefully, the venom won't cost her all 9 lives. Next is an incredible moment the lion definitely didn't expect. While resting in the shade of a tree, a surprise drops from above, the carcass of a gazelle. It was clearly hidden up there by a leopard, but now the lion's not giving it back. While chasing a chicken, a wildcat nearly landed in the jaws of a domestic dog, but managed to escape just in time. Every day, flying foxes must find water, but they can't drink from the surface, so they came up with a unique method. Skimming just above rivers, they collect droplets on their thick fur, but the murky water hides predators, and crocodiles wait for the perfect moment. One wrong move, and the bat ends up in the predator's jaws. A classic, a beautiful and successful lioness chase after a zebra foal. Another thrilling chase, this time a cheetah versus an antelope. And here's just a stunning chase and attack by a cheetah. The gazelle mother tried to help, but quickly realized the situation and ran off. An angry dog on a chain wasn't about to forgive a big lizard for trespassing on its territory. A lion tormented this buffalo in a watering hole, and it seemed like there was no hope of rescue, but then the buffalo's herd arrived and he was saved. This lioness tried to take down a buffalo on her own, but her clumsy attack failed completely. No one knows where this ostrich escaped from, but its chase by dogs looks hilarious. Hopefully, it ends well. Right on the road, a mongoose attacked a fat snake and dealt with it in seconds. A guard dog started barking furiously, but the hungry leopard didn't care. It attacked and clamped down on the neck. The dog had no chance. The lioness set up the perfect ambush and attacked a zebra herd at just the right moment. One lioness was enough to bring one down, and the rest of the pride followed. Two bald eagles got into a fight. They locked talons and accidentally fell into the water. Let's hope they didn't drown. Frogs and small fish are the main diet of grass snakes, but sometimes the prey is so big it's hard to believe it can even be swallowed. This time, the snake managed it. Two tigers were chasing a sloth bear, thinking it would be easy prey, but when the bear got tired of running and turned to fight, the tigers quickly backed off. A silly goat tried to headbutt a dog and instantly realized that was a bad idea. People started filming as a black bear hid in a tree, only to realize a massive grizzly was waiting below. That black bear will likely be stuck up there until the grizzly gets bored and leaves. Right next to tourist jeeps, an adult lion crept up behind a young male and attacked. Maybe it's just their way of playing. But this lioness wasn't sure how to approach such a large and dangerous target. After a timid attempt, she got kicked in the stomach and quickly calmed down. Lionesses brought down a buffalo calf, but bold hyenas showed up and a fight for the prey began. The lions were winning, but suddenly the calf's mother arrived, chased off by lionesses, and helped her baby get up. Still, the lions likely won't let them be for long. The owner was shocked to see what her cow had done. Looks like it changed its mind about being vegetarian. Wild dogs separated and surrounded a young buffalo calf, and it looked like a tasty lunch was coming until some bold lions came and stole the prize. And this is what happens when little ones try to hunt big animals. A zebra simply bit one of them, and it looks like survival is unlikely. A tractor operator in the field filmed an ocelot haunting a bush dog. Even though it managed to escape with help from a friend, the ocelot won't let go of its prey so easily. A gray heron very quietly and carefully approached a marmot burrow, and the hunt was a great success. Now, a short compilation of horses clearly showing dogs why approaching from behind is a bad idea. An unusual crocodile attack on a wildebeest. It bit the animal's nose, but after a tense struggle, the wildebeest managed to escape. An antelope decided to lock horns with a rhino, but instantly regretted it. A lioness stalked a zebra at a watering hole, but thanks to an elephant, the zebra managed to escape. This time, though, it didn't get far. Sometimes it happens. A wolf mother left her pups alone for just a moment, but a golden eagle was already watching. The birds of prey carried one of the wolf cubs away in its talons. An elephant accidentally wandered into a lion pride's resting area. As you can see, it had no fear of the predators and quickly scattered them. Next up, a few new and funny goose attacks on people. People were stunned when an enraged squirrel attacked a venomous snake. The reptile quickly realized it had to flee at full speed. If you watched to the end, that means you really enjoyed it. I'll be waiting for your like and comment.